let's talk about the news of the day. Right before we came on to record, Kareem signs a 2-year extension with the Browns. You know, before you jumped in our Zoom here, Mary Kay, Doug asked me, like, was this kind of out of the blue? To me, it sort of did feel out of the blue. Did you feel the same way?
Well, I knew that what they wanted was to see that Kareem Hunt was doing all the right things off the field. They needed some kind of a commitment before they were going to make this financial commitment to him. And he's done everything that they've asked and more. He's exceeded expectations off the field. I think that the traffic stop in January really was a big, huge wake-up call for him. I think people kind of rallied around him and kind of grabbed him by the scruff of the neck and said, hey, like, you've got to get it together, or you could be out of football for the rest of your life. And I think he did wake up for that. And I think he's done all the right things. I think he's gotten back to his faith some. I think he's relied on friends like Nick Chubb. And I just think that they saw that commitment and they were willing to put some money to it.
Doug, what was your reaction when you saw the news?
I mean, I get what's in it for the Browns. I guess it's a little more surprising to me that maybe that Kareem Hunt would go down this road, because I didn't know how much he was viewing what's happening in Cleveland as sort of like a way station on like the revitalization of his career. And that if you come in here, I didn't know if you would wind up in a spot where maybe you leave here, you go on a 1-year prove it deal to a team that's going to let you be the feature back. And then all of a sudden, then you set yourself up in, to have a position to get paid like a featured running back again. And that this makes me think about like what's the end game for both the Browns and Kareem Hunt here when you agree to a deal like this? Is he now? Should I just say stuff that makes no sense? This is like, yes. I think that I say stuff that makes no sense, and then Mary Kay and Dan come in and say, like, Doug, you idiot, right? This is, I think, what we can do here. Is he Jarvis's long-term replacement? Like, is he – what's he going to be, and why – I get why the Browns want to keep a talented guy for a pretty decent price who's like insurance at an important position, but also really productive on his own in his own way. What does Kareem Hunt think he wants to be over the next couple of years of his contract? And why was that a smart move for him to do? What's his role, Mary Kay, as he goes through this 2-year deal?
Well, I think more so than anything, it's a sign that Kareem Hunt is repaying the Browns for giving him not only the second chance when nobody else would, but the third chance when, once again, he had that traffic incident in January, and people could see that he was kind of going off the rails a little bit, and that he was not on track, and that he was using marijuana, as he admitted in the dash cam video, and that he was having some problems. I think the fact that he has a good support team here, I think that he knows this is the right place for him to be right now. And I think he was willing to basically say, okay, look, I'm going to make $6.625 million in new money when I see Derrick Henry making 12.5, and I see Joe Mixon making 12, and I see Christian McCaffrey making 16. I think, he just can't do that until he rehabilitates himself on the field and off the field. And I think this was a little bit of a debt of gratitude.
I just think with Kareem, this is a situation where he's happy to be back playing football. He understands how quickly it could be gone, and now he's got a little bit of financial security, at least, to get him through a few years here. I do want to bring up the Nick Chubb part of this, though. Does this have any impact at all on Nick Chubb? They can extend him after this season. He's a free agent after next season. Should we be thinking about Nick Chubb when we hear about this contract extension, or is it completely unrelated?
You know what? I think it's related. I think it gives them the opportunity to re-sign Nick Chubb and to keep these two guys, this dynamic duo on this football team for years to come. And I've said this before, in the analytics world, they probably don't want to pay Nick Chubb $12 million a year, but sometimes you have to throw other things into the hopper. And I think that for what he means to the city, what he means to the community, what he means to the football team, I think that's going to be worth a premium. And I think that they probably will be willing to pay Nick Chubb. And this contract to Kareem Hunt makes it possible. $6.625 million is not breaking the bank for a really good running back. So I think it just paves the way to get Nick paid.